Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Hey, this is EAJ Man from Autopsy Live and the Skype Pirates. When I want to make it look like I give a shit about sports, I tune into Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow.
Jeff
Doing my time. Doing my time. Got myself a problem.
from San Diego. It's Sports World Radio. You've never heard a sports show like this. Oh, no, you haven't.
Oh, blow me.
You got it.
Holy fucking shit.
What in the hell is your major malfunction?
Can't believe that goddamn son of a bitch did that fucking crap.
Don't give me any of your shit.
Right?
Yeah, that's right. Those are your hosts, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann. Remember, those who can't play sports, talk about it. These two tell it like it is. Tune into Sports World Radio for the fastest hour of sports of your life. So here they are, the douchebags of sports themselves, Jeff Ascow and Sean Mann.
Hey, welcome everybody to Sports World Radio. Glad everybody could be with us today. We got a jam-packed show for you guys. Going to have a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun today. Hope everybody is going to enjoy themselves. 2-hour journey, a sports journey we're going to take you guys on. SportsWorldRadio.com is the place to listen to Sean and I am the host, Jeff Escal. I'll bring Sean in just a minute. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/SportsWorldRadio. And while you're doing that, head on over to twitter.com/SportsWorldRadio as well. If you want to give us a call and get in touch with the show, 619-663-3715, 619-663-3715. You want to come and hang out in the chat room with us? We're hanging out over at Spreaker.com, Spreaker.com. Type in Sports World Radio, get yourself a free account. Come on over, hang out in the chat room. With all that out of the way, what do you say? Hey, we bring in that co-host of ours, Sean Mann, the update man. What's going on, buddy?
Good afternoon, Jeff, and welcome everybody to Sports World Radio on the Friday, October 3rd, 2014, 6:06 p.m. on the East Coast, which makes it 3:06 p.m. on the West. Weather right now, it is very, very cool today. Sunshiny, but cool. It's a good one. I'm doing well, Jeff. Just been watching MLB playoffs, working on my college course. Just, kind of taking her easy.
Doing your thing,
well.
huh?
Yep.
Doing your thing, hey?
Doing my thing. And then, of course, getting all the big topics from Josh. Thank you always, buddy. You do a great job all the time.
Okay, so before we go any further, yesterday we were down because our freaking encoder was down, so we didn't have the freaking show. So what I wanted to do today was, hey, Wes, say goodbye to your Pittsburgh Pirates. I told you, 8-0. I called the score. Don't freaking screw with me.
That is the first topic that we get to here on Sports World Radio. A few nights ago, the Pittsburgh Pirates had a chance to do something again, and that is win the play-in game, but it was denied. I watched the game, and you know something? There's always a key turning point in a playoff game, Jeff, and I'm going to say that Brandon Crawford, hitting that grand slam, put the end to the Pirates' dreams right there.
It was pretty fun to watch, actually. That grand slam
Coming
home
from you because you've been wanting to see Wes's Pirates suffer, and so you don't have to hear it from him.
Yeah, that grand slam home run.
Yeah,
that was pretty freaking awesome. Okay, I did say on the radio show the day before that it was.
Look who's here!
Who's here?
Wes.
Well, he said he might show up. He said he might show up because he said it's workout day for Wes, and he doesn't know if he was going to go work out or listen to the show. I guess he decided to listen to the show and not go work out.
Wes has probably been saying, he's been saying all along, I'll show up either way if the Pirates were to win or lose.
I knew
well,
he would
Wes,
show up.
I did pick your team to beat the Giants, your favorite baseball team, since you're a fan of the Pirates, since they're not your Pittsburgh Pirates. And I know you have to still be devastated after an 8-0 shutout. Now all you got left is your Steelers and Penguins.
Look at Dr. Myth. He goes, well, blank me sideways. Wes is here after the Pirate loss.
The first pitch, swing all game, and then Wes goes, I told you I don't back down. I do got to work in 10
He's
minutes,
got to go.
but he did show up.
He's going to go work out in 10 minutes, but he knew I was going to bust his chops. So, Wes, now that the Pittsburgh Pirates are out and the Pittsburgh Steelers Sunday are going to lose to Jacksonville, what are you going to do?
He'll be in deep mourning at the West residence.
I wonder if the Pittsburgh Pirates stuff has been put away yet.
I'm sure he's put his Pittsburgh Pirates stuff away.
I wonder if it's been put away yet. You
Yeah,
never
and he's
know,
probably
huh?
got all of his Steelers. Now, look what he says. Go Penguins.
Well, yeah, he's got no go Penguins. Nothing about his Steelers because he. Oh, there's his Steelers. Because he knows the Steelers are going to end up losing on freaking Sunday. How great is that going to be? Huh? How great is that going to be? Although I can't pick against Jacksonville this week. I am only going to do it once. So I am going to pick the Steelers this week. And thank you for all those people in our football pick'em pool that did not make your pick for last night's game. Thank you for the free point. I appreciate it very, very much. All right, really quick, back to Wes's Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, if you go back to this game, Jeff, Madison Bumgarner, you had messaged me. Unbelievable. He just quieted the Pittsburgh Pirates. He did not give them any life at all. He was outstanding.
Did I say on the show that the Giants were going to win 8-0?
You had predicted it, you called it, and you got it right. 8-0, the Giants win.
I'm a smart ass, ain't I, Wes? Ain't I, Wes?
But I'll say the biggest play of the game was not just Bumgarner. It was
that grand
Brandon
slam.
Crawford.
Yeah. It's that grand slam home run, man. Game was over as soon as that was done.
Game was over, and the Pirates just had no offense all night. They only had 4 hits in the game.
I didn't, and you want to know something? And I should have, and I didn't. I should have Facebook messaged Rusty after the game and said, so sorry. But I didn't.
Well,
Hey, Wes, did you go back to listen to Wednesday's show? Right at the top of the second hour, we had Rusty on from Pittsburgh, from outside the stadium. It was crazy. Fans in the background were going nuts.
And then he hits you with this, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, 6 Super Bowls, 3 Cups, and 5 World Series. That's what he hits you with.
That's what I say to that. When was the last time the Pittsburgh Pirates won a World Series?
Last time the Pirates won a World Series was 1979. 35 years and counting.
Hey, Sean, I guess we keep doing Sports World Radio, don't we?
I guess. Yes.
See, I put the show on the line, and once again, the Pittsburgh Pirates don't fail me. How about that? Once again.
Tough loss indeed, especially when the Pirates had a lot of chances to even win the National League Central Division. That didn't happen, so they lose that. And that's why it is all over and done with as the Giants move on, and they're matching up presently right now against the Washington Nationals.
And you know what pisses me off?
Series.
We were waiting to come on the air, and I said, Sean, is the game on TV? He goes, yeah, it's on Fox Sports 1. So I started Channel 2, and I worked my way up. Listen, MLB, I want to say something, and hey, Bud Selig, scratch my ass. Okay? There's no baseball on my freaking TV right now because you got the games on Fox Sports 1. What the hell is going on here?
And just to update everybody on this game between the Giants and Nationals, Jeff, the Nationals have just hit a home run by Cabrera. That makes it 3-2 Giants in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
I got no freaking game, man.
And then then how about this?
What's
and then
this?
the other game after
Check
that
it
on
out.
Fox
I
Sports
found
1
the
will be
game.
the Cardinals at the Dodgers.
I found the game. How about that, Sean?
You found it. Where was it, bud?
I found the game. Holy freaking moly. They got it on the San Diego Padres channel.
Maybe it's on all the Fox Sports channels
No,
for
it's
local
just
sports networks, I guess.
This channel that I'm watching it on is not even a Fox Sports channel.
Yeah, but of course the other one that you won't get when they do some playoff games will be on the MLB network for the divisional series.
That's so freak. This game, I found the game, okay? But I'm still pissed off at Bud Selig. Putting it on a Fox. The channel that I have the game on right now is not even a Fox freaking channel. This is ridiculous, man.
Must be a brother channel to the original Fox Sports channel.
This is ridiculous. Okay? The channel that the Padres are on is a Fox Sports channel. This is the old Padres channel. This is the old Padres channel that they changed, and now it's a Cox channel. It's a local San Diego television channel here. It's not even a Fox channel. It's ridiculous, man. That's just crazy.
It sure is. 14 minutes after the hour as we continue on with our Major League postseason baseball talk here. Our next topic that we get to. If anybody ever thought that the Baltimore Orioles were actually going to lose to the Tigers in this series, guess again. The Pirates, they did something, and not the Pirates. The Orioles have done something they haven't done to win back-to-back games since 1997. That's the last time they won back-to-back postseason games.
You got Pirates on the brain, dude.
Yeah, I got a little flustered with – I had to rephrase what I said there. But
hey, you know something, Wes? Clint Hurdle can get his hip operation now. Man, did he look terrible walking to the line. Holy freaking moly. He looks like he's 95 years old. You know?
So, Jeff, your thoughts on this? You know what? If I'm a Detroit Tiger fan, actually, you know what? We're going to run to commercial break. And when we come back, I would like to talk about this game between Detroit and Baltimore.
Okay, and I'll tell you who I found myself rooting for when we come back from break. You're listening to Sports World Radio with Jeff Escow and Sean Mann. We'll be right back.
Did you know that just 30 minutes a day of physical activity can improve your health and decrease your risk of heart disease? For every hour of regular, vigorous exercise, you gain 2 hours of life expectancy. So start walking for yourself and for your heart. Start walking with your family. You'll feel better. Start walking in your community. You'll lead happier and healthier lives. Start walking. Start something. Join the movement today. For more information on the American Heart Association's START program, visit startwalkingnow.org and start walking. Start something.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk. Like, I can guarantee it that this is a sports talk show that you've never heard before in your freaking life, and you never, ever will again. And we do this every Monday through Friday on SportsWorldRadio.com, 3 o'clock on the West, 6 o'clock on the East. And if you live in the Central,
if you live in the Central, you need to figure it out for yourself.
And if you can't, you better go back to school.
All right, what we're talking about right now for the next topic, the Baltimore Orioles are very, very close. 27 outs now away from reaching the American League Championship Series. Buck Showalter continues to do a sensational job. First, Jeff, let's start with the Detroit Tigers in this series. I was watching the MLB Network, and after the game got over, they were talking about it too, Jeff, that the problem for the Tigers all year has been their bullpen. They were up 6-3 in that game. Justin Verlander pitched a very, very good game for them in a game the Tigers had to have. They have to be so crushed in Detroit and the state of Michigan for the way the Tigers finished that game, blowing it and losing 7-6, and now trailing, Jeff, 2-0 in the series.
I found myself clapping for Baltimore. Clapping. Clapping.
That place was going crazy. And Josh, I know where you're at. I know, buddy. I was thinking of you too because I know you're tired of the Detroit Tigers. I am myself. And the Orioles have done one thing. They have beaten 2 of the best pitchers of the Detroit Tigers. They were able to take care of Max Scherzer and, of course, blow them out in the 8th inning when they're up 12-3. And then, finally, they were able to get Justin Verlander out of the game when things looked pretty bad. And they even said this, Jeff, on MLB Network. They said the Orioles are a team this year that has done it all year. They work, and they do not give up, and they play to the last out. And that's just what you saw for Game 2. That's right, Wes. They are a solid team, the Orioles are.
Jeff was fapping. That's what it was.
Shocker.
What the hell?
Geez.
Shocker? What the hell's the matter with you? Hey, I've been a proponent and a fan of Baltimore all year. I'm a big Buck Showalter's doing a great freaking job over there. Great job over there. And I'm glad to see that they're playing very well. And I would not be shocked at all. They go into Detroit and just sweep them right out of the building and just get it over with.
That's what I asked. I said, do the Orioles in the chat room, do the Orioles sweep the Tigers in Game 3? Detroit's got the right man going for them in David Price. I think the Orioles can go into Detroit and sweep them. Detroit has got pitching problems, and their bullpen is not the best. If I'm a Tiger fan, I'd be sitting there still today saying, how in the heck do you just let that game slip?
Because you know what happens if Baltimore wins? They're going to sit around and wait for the Anaheim Royals series, and they'll be able to set their pitching up perfectly.
And the Orioles have not won a World Series since 1983, the Tigers since 1984. But in this pick, in our divisional picks, I went with the Baltimore Orioles because pretty tired of the Detroit Tigers. And Josh goes, screw Detroit. It's the same crap every year.
That's why we're not going to have Detroit in it. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be the Royals and the Orioles. Try and say that 10 times fast. The Orioles and the Royals. The Royals and the Orioles. Orioles and Royals. Orioles and Royals. Orioles and Royals.
Well, here's the thing. I thought when it was 6-3, I'm thinking to myself, Detroit might have it. They were 5 outs away. Then they batter for the Orioles gets hit by a pitch, and then Baltimore, it got louder and louder every time the O's were making noise.
Hey, you know something? Jobber Chamberlain looks like Grizzly Adams.
He sure does.
Holy freaking moly, man. What the heck is going on here? Look at that. They just showed the temperature over there in L.A. They're getting ready for the game. They just showed the temperature in L.A. It's over 100 degrees down on the field. How about that? Grizzly Adams didn't pitch so good last night, did he?
No, he did not. And that's another thing to talk about for our next topic a little bit, even though we're talking about Game 2. The Tigers, they were in that game until the 8th inning, until the Tigers' bullpen just was terrible. If I'm Dave Dombrowski, the president and the general manager of the Tigers, I'm sitting there heading back on the plane right now, just still hurt by this loss. The Tigers are going to be hurt big time, and they're going to have to do everything they can just to win a playoff game. And that's going to be the biggest question, is can they do it against a Baltimore team that is so young, Jeff, and has got some great talent there and has a veteran manager in Buck Showalter who has a lot of playoff experience? No. That's going to be the big question.
No. They're going to I
think they get swept. I think they do.
I think Detroit's finished. And I like to see Baltimore get it done right away. Get it done right away in the next game.
The next topic we go to for Major League Baseball, Jeff, the American League Divisional Series, the other series. The Kansas City Royals have been on a roll. Won the one-game playoff. It's been a big week for Kansas City sports. The Royals won, as you know, on Tuesday night. We all know that. They go into Anaheim to play the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, the team that had the best record this year. Shock the Angels 3-2. And I've been saying it. Watch out for the Royals. This is a team that's a wild card team and a team that nobody's given a chance. And the wild card teams are always dangerous against the divisional teams.
Yeah, they usually are. And if Kansas City can... Listen, Kansas City basically got what they wanted, was a split. Right? At the worst. Yeah. At the worst, correct?
Yep.
So now all they got to do is just go home and win 2 games. How nice would it be if Kansas City wins tonight? They playing tonight, right?
Game 2 of the American League Divisional Series is tonight. It'll be Ventura going up against Shoemaker of the Angels.
How great would that be? How great would that be if they win again tonight? They're on a roll, and they only got to win 1 or 2 in Kansas City? Come on.
Mike Scioscia said this last night for his post-game press conference. He said one of the big reasons why the Royals won last night's game was because the Royals made some unbelievable defensive plays. There was the right fielder for the Royals made some diving catches, and there was a chance in the 5th for the Angels to get 2 runs to go up 4-2. Defense wins championships, and that's what the Royals did. And you know what? This is why this is a difficult matchup, Jeff, for the Angels, because the season series 3-3 between the Royals and the Angels. The Royals can beat the Angels as long as they, keep Hamilton and Pujols quiet.
Well, they did keep them quiet, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they did. Yep, they did.
Hamilton.
And I know they're just rocking in Kansas City. I was telling Jeff, everybody, that I was visiting with some family. I was Skyping with them last night, and one of my cousins told me for a cheap seat at Kauffman Stadium, it cost $600 for a cheap seat.
$600. That's a lot of freaking money, man.
It is.
That's a lot of freaking money.
Josh, I don't understand how you could still say it's going to be Baltimore and L.A. I don't think. Look, Josh and Wes, you better be careful.
Angels and Giants in the World Series. No, I think it's going to be. I want to see the Cardinals and the Royals in the World Series. That's what I want to see.
Cardinals and the Royals, the rematch of '85.
Yep. That's what I want to see.
I said, Josh, not the Giants again. Come on, man. They've been there in 2012.
Well, it's kind of ironic. It's kind of ironic. If the Giants happen to win it this year, okay? If they happen to win it this year, they've done that. They've been winning the World Series on the even years.
That's right.
If they win it this year, it'll be 2014. Last year, they were in last place. The year before that, they won the World Series in 2012. In 2011, they finished badly. Didn't make the playoffs. In 2010, they won the World Series. They win it every other, only on the even years. What the hell's going on? So
I don't know.
According to that,
seems like that's their magical time. It went for the evens.
According to that, this is the Giants' year. It's 2014, right?
How funny would it be, Jeff, if you think about this? The Giants do their part and beat the Nationals, and the Dodgers finally overcome a Cardinals team that has given them trouble, and then you got a match old rivals between the Dodgers and the Giants in the NLCS. I keep thinking that that's still a possibility for a potential National League Championship Series.
Well, I would rather see the Cardinals knock the Dodgers out. I'm tired of the Dodgers.
And it may just happen, Jeff, because every time the Cardinals have always played the Dodgers, the Cardinals have had their number.
I'm tired of them.
You go to the other side, though, back to the American League Divisional Series. If you talk about the Angels, Mike Scioscia's done a great job with them, but they've always seemed to not do so well in October, and then they choke after these great runs. This is, yes, a must-win game. If you're the Angels, you don't win this game tonight, you are in trouble heading back to Kansas City. And then you see the best team in baseball, the Angels, getting knocked out of the postseason. So they know tonight they need to play better, but they know it's not going to be very easy because Then they got to go back to the Big K and play at Kauffman Stadium
I'm
on
okay.
Sunday night.
You know what? I'm even okay if Washington beats the Giants. I'm okay with that too. You know, let's get the Cardinals. How about we get the Cardinals and Washington going for the National League? I'm okay with that. That eliminates all the West Coast teams. I'm okay with that.
Eliminate the West Coast.
Yeah, this
and the
way
Nationals, though, they're up for a test because the Giants just came off with all that momentum, and right now they're up 3-2 in that game.
Well, yeah, and Crawford hit a double and then got caught in between second and third. Now there's 2 outs with a man on first. Washington's still down 3-2, top of the eighth.
Well, for this topic, you got the Giants and the Nationals playing, and I can tell you, the Giants have had 11 hits off of the Nationals pitching, and yet the Nationals bullpen and their pitching is keeping them in the game. Strasburg has been off a little bit today but I know that he's been off all day for the Nationals.
Well, he's not even in there now.
Yep, they pulled him. Matt Williams went to the mound and took him out.
What inning did they pull him in?
They took him out. It was the 6th inning, I believe it was, actually 5th inning they took him out.
Really? That early, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that inning is over.
Come on, Nationals. And on that note, we got to go to our second commercial break.
You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hours of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the East, 3 o'clock on the West. If you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
That's what they keep telling me.
That's right.
Where we going next, buddy?
All right, next topic we have Thursday Night Football on CBS and the NFL Network. This was not even a game last night. The Vikings going to Green Bay, showed up, didn't play, get trounced 42-10 against the Packers.
Did you watch the game?
I watched the first half of it. I was flipping back postseason playoffs for MLB and the NFL game.
You know how much of the game I saw?
How much? 0.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I saw maybe 3 minutes of it.
It was wet. It was rainy in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Packers go to 2-0 at home. They beat their NFC North rivals 42-10. Aaron Rodgers had a phenomenal game for the Packers. He went 12 of 17, 156 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and no interceptions. The Minnesota Vikings quarterback situation gets worse. They went with that rookie quarterback, and then all of a sudden they started Christian Ponder. How about this, Jeff? 22 of 44, 222 yards, no touchdown passes, and 2 interceptions.
It's a joke. Joke.
It is. It is a joke. And I understand why the Vikings made that decision to go with Christian Ponder. That was a bad decision on the Vikings by
Well,
Mike Zimmer.
they had no choice. Teddy Bridgewater was hurt.
Yep.
They had to. They had to go with Ponder because Bridgewater was hurt. Castle's out for the season, and Bridgewater was hurt, so they had no choice. They had to. And you want to know something? I'm going to tell you something.
What?
There's been 5 Thursday night games. Correct?
Correct.
Christian Ponder's quarterback rating is a 45.8. Oh, my God.
Ugly, ugly, ugly for a Minnesota Vikings team that's having to deal with a lot of issues with their running back and Adrian Peterson, and now all of a sudden their quarterback situation.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. There's been 5 Thursday night games. The average margin of victory is 29 points. Every home team has won every Thursday night game except for the Washington Redskins. The Giants came in there and won. Now, on Sunday and Monday, the average distance between the games is not 29 points. It's 12. By them doing the Thursday night game, NFL, you are giving us an inferior product to watch. I don't feel like I'm watching the NFL when I watch a Thursday night game. You know what I feel like I'm watching? I feel like I'm watching a high school game or a college game. Get rid of the Thursday night games if you really care about the NFL players' health. Because if they play on Sunday and have to play on Thursday, that is not enough time for their body to heal.
This is why, with what Roger Goodell has done, has been a joke to play. It's like the NFL now is becoming an everyday thing, which is so unusual.
And the Thursday night games, Roger Goodell, they suck. Okay? They freaking suck. The average of margin on a Thursday night is 29 points. That's the margin of victory on Thursday night. On Sunday and Monday, it's 12. What does that tell you? If a team plays on Thursday, if a team plays on Sunday and then has to play on Thursday, that is not enough time for the NFL player's body to heal. That's why you people play once a week on Sundays. You are screwing up the NFL, Roger Goodell, and giving us an inferior product to watch. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And you want to know something? I didn't turn the game on last night until almost the end of the third quarter because guess what? I forgot it was on because I was watching playoff baseball.
And that's exactly what people want to do about this time. Everybody realizes that the NFL season's going too fast already. But when you're thinking about it too, Jeff, you have a very, very good point. You are making a point that this is pointless to be playing games, seeing players play on a Sunday, only have 3 days off, and then they have to play on a Thursday night for the two teams. It's not enough time. They need to stop this. I would say just do Sunday, Monday, and then do Saturday games. That's how I remember it with the NFL when I grew up.
Because if you're going to play on Sunday and then you got to play on Thursday, so instead of having your off day, which is usually Tuesday, you have no off days. You're gonna play a game plan on Monday. You're gonna do a walkthrough on Tuesday. You're gonna do another walkthrough early Wednesday morning, depending on where you're gonna, if it's a long travel or not, or if you're the traveling team. Then you gotta hop on a plane Wednesday and fly and play on Thursday. When the hell are you gonna get to rest your body? Way to go, NFL. Way to give the public an inferior product.
Exactly.
Way to go.
And then it's like, let's see, they give the other teams like what, 10 days off before the next Sunday?
Yeah. Way to give the public an inferior product. Way to go. And you're going to put that crap on the NFL Network and make people pay for that? That is a shame, NFL. That is a shame. You're making people pay for an inferior product is ridiculous. The NFL should be sued by the public for that display of crap that they're trying to force down our throats every Thursday night. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous indeed for what the NFL has done with that. And maybe that's the reason why people, like my family from my dad's side, are huge Viking fans. And when I was Skyping with them, they didn't even know the game was on either because everybody was watching the MLB playoffs.
Exactly.
And pretty much maybe they should just go back to the routine of realizing that, no, it's not a good idea to play NFL games on Thursday nights for September and October.
This is not the time
everybody's focusing on baseball season more than the NFL.
Exactly. This is not the time of the year for the NFL to be on Thursday nights. Usually around week 9 or 10, they start their Thursday night games, right? Right around Thanksgiving, right?
Right around Thanksgiving. And usually I remember that the NFL Network, when it came in around 04 or 05, the NFL Network did. Then they decided to do, like, around November is when they started doing games, like a Thursday night game. And then when Thanksgiving came, there was a morning game, the early morning game on Thanksgiving, mid-afternoon, and then the Thanksgiving night game.
Right.
And that was 3 of them.
Right. But listen, as long as I've been alive, there's always been 2 football games on Thursday, on Thanksgiving. It's always been like that. And then they start their Thursday run. Why don't you go back to that? Because what you're doing to these NFL players is you're killing them. You know what? An NFL player's career is short enough. What the NFL is doing, having Thursday games so early in the season, is making the NFL player's career even shorter. And if you don't agree with me, or you disagree with me, or you agree with me, let me know. Tell me on Facebook, on our Facebook page. Tell me on my Twitter page, at Sports World Radio's Facebook page, for Sports World Radio's Twitter page. I don't care. Whether you agree with me or disagree, let me know.
Of course, for me growing up too, Jeff, I know our least favorite sport that we really don't care about, and I know Josh would agree with this too, college football on Thursday nights. That's what usually a lot of people were watching before the NFL made the decision to play games on Thursday night.
Yeah, I not me. I wasn't watching college football. I don't watch college football ever.
And then, of course, for me growing up too, Sunday, Monday, and then Saturday games for the NFL, they would play them in December because, everybody's happy. It's right around Christmas time, around the holidays.
Well, Sean,
that's
Sean,
because everybody's in the Christmas spirit and enjoying
Sean,
NFL and watching it during that time.
That's playoff time, Sean. That's when you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, and it's playoff time too.
That's when you're supposed to do it, the Saturday games. You're not supposed to do it any earlier than that. That's because college football ends, Saturday's open, NFL takes it over.
Yep.
Roger Goodell is screwing with the health of these NFL football players. And I can't believe that the NFL players, and I know they did, let that get away with that in their CBA. The players should have stood fast and said, we don't want to play on Thursdays early in the season like we are because it's killing us. The players got to do something to stop this. And that's the only way it's going to stop if the players do something about it.
Because obviously, right now for an update,
obviously Roger Goodell is not going to do anything about it.
No.
That's obvious, right, Sean?
That's right.
All right, we're going to run to our first update of the day. This update is brought to you by shirtshopper.net. Hey, we're talking NFL, we're talking baseball. Head on over to shirtshopper.net. Put your cursor over the sports tab. At the drop-down box, click the NFL tab, click the MLB tab, click the NBA tab, whatever you want. Click your team and go represent your team and get a t-shirt today at shirtshopper.net. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the first update of the day.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. 44 minutes after the hour here on this Friday, October 3rd, 2014. NFL, last night's game on CBS, NFL Network, called by Jim Nantz and Phil Simms. The Green Bay Packers were able to just have no problem with the Minnesota Vikings. They blow them out 42-10 last night, as Aaron Rodgers had a very good game for the Packers. He was 12 of 17, 156 yards, 3 touchdown passes, and no interceptions, as Green Bay, they moved their record to 3-2 overall on the season. The Vikings dropped to 2-3 overall. The NFL Real Talk Show is tomorrow, and we'll be going over the games. But for all you people that won't be there tomorrow, here we go. Quick games to tell all of you about. Here are the early games. The Bears taking on the Panthers, Browns at the Titans. This is the games for Sunday. Rams at the Eagles, Falcons at the Giants, Buccaneers at Saints, Texans at Cowboys, Bills at Lions, Ravens at Colts, Steelers at Jaguars, Cardinals at Broncos, Chiefs at 49ers, Jets at Chargers, Bengals at Patriots, the Sunday night game on NBC, and then Monday Night Football, the 6th, it'll be the Seahawks taking on the Redskins. That caps off Week 5, and we'll be going over the games tomorrow night. In the NBA NBA preseason will start tomorrow, people. Tomorrow's the first game, and it will be the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Miami Heat. As the NBA season, as you all know, is just 25 days away. Major League Baseball, here's the news to report. Here are the headlines. The Baltimore Orioles now have a commanding 2-0 series lead in the best of 5. The O's know very well. They go back to Detroit. They'll sweep them and move to the American League Championship Series, and that would happen since 1997. And the O's don't want the memories to happen when they lost in 6 games to the Indians. Arguably the best thing for the Orioles since the Cal Ripken Jr. days. For the Tigers, they're going to need a lot of miracles to go their way. Also on TBS tonight, 9:37 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 6:37 p.m. Pacific Time. It'll be Game 2 of the Kansas City Royals and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Royals lead the series 1-0. In the National League Divisional Series, Fox Sports 1. Oh, the Nationals just got out of the inning. It goes to the top of the 9th. The Giants lead the Nationals 3-2. As the Giants just need 3 outs to get up 1-0 in the best of 5. Bottom of the first inning at Dodger Stadium. The rematch has always happened between the Cardinals and the Dodgers, and these two teams met last year, with the Dodgers losing in 6 games. Cardinals have struck for a solo shot. They lead 1-0 in Game 1. Adam Wainwright going for the Cardinals, and he's going up against Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers. That's the update for Sports World Radio. This update was brought to you by shirtshopper.net. When we come back from the commercial break and update, more sports talk to get to.
I had PTSD. Once I was back from Iraq, I was distant from everybody in my family.
We had a reunion of our unit, and you'd hear these spouses say, "Is your husband doing that? My husband's doing that too. I thought it was just us." And really understanding that, hey, this is a common experience.
I learned more to listen to what he was saying, and that made it easier for me to understand where his pain was coming from.
Warriors should know that resources are available. Learn more at realwarriors.net.
Every parent wants the safest and healthiest products for their family. That's why I created The Honest Company. I was just a concerned mom with a crazy dream. A wish that there was a company that I could rely on that did all of the hard work for me. I'm Jessica Alba, and The Honest Company was my dream.
LegalZoom has helped 1 million businesses successfully get started, including Jessica's. Launch your dream at LegalZoom today. Call us. We're here to help.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't too. Don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Sean Man bringing you the fastest 2-hour sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. 6 o'clock on the east, 3 o'clock on the west, and if you live in the central.
You have to figure it out for yourself. It's that simple.
I don't know if they
Live in
can.
the central. If you can't do it, get some help.
I don't know if they can. That's the problem. You know?
Yes, welcome back, everybody, to Sports World Radio. 50 minutes after the hour, Friday, the 3rd of October, 2014. We are live. Marshawn Lynch, the assault accuser, Jeff, facing charges. This is for the next topic. Bellevue, Washington police say the woman who falsely accused Seattle Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch of assault and property damage for an incident which occurred on August 10th should be charged.
Really?
So you go from the Ray Rice incident to Adrian Peterson and now to Marshawn Lynch. Authorities in Bellevue, Washington say the woman who falsely accused... Anyway, here's what Bellevue police have recommended: that a woman who made assault and property damage allegations against Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch be charged for making a false or misleading statement, the Bellevue Police Department said Thursday. Investigators found that Lynch was at a hotel about a mile from where the incident occurred on August 10th, and that although the woman who made the allegations did have injuries, 2 witnesses said they were the result of a fall they saw her take. So, Goodell, I got more of this to read here a little bit. So, Roger Goodell, and here we go again. How are you going to handle the Marshawn Lynch issue? It seems like you can't handle any issue and can't do anything right.
Well, who knows if he has to handle it, because if she's doing a false claim, then there's nothing for him to do. Correct?
Correct.
So you just got to wait and see what happens there. You know?
A lot of players just doing bad things and getting themselves in trouble.
You think?
Oh, Lynch was cleared of allegations stemming from the incident 3 days after the night in question.
See?
Bellevue police said.
See? So he's been cleared. So there's nothing that Roger Goodell can do. The guy's been cleared of the charges.
How about this? The 31-year-old accuser, who is not being named because she has not been charged, had told police that after several drinks, she left a bar at 2:30 a.m. A short time later, she met a man whom she identified as Lynch outside the Raven apartment complex, according to the police report. She told police she and the man went to his apartment where they began to argue. The man hit her, she told police. Bruises, a chipped tooth, and scratches.
Okay. But she said it's not Marshawn Lynch, right?
Yeah.
She said that, correct?
Correct.
So
she said it was a man, so it could be the wrong person that she's accusing.
Right. So, and now he's been cleared of the charges. So Roger Goodell should really not do anything at all because he's been clear of the charges. Correct?
Correct.
So there's nothing Roger Goodell could do. It's not like charges have been pressed. He's been cleared of the charges. So
it's a good thing that
obviously he's not guilty. He didn't do anything.
Drunk.
He didn't do it.
Yeah, and she was drunk too for the whole concept of this whole topic here, because she's saying that a man came up and hit her, and so she could say after a couple drinks, I'm drunk, and I don't know who it could be. I could accuse Marshawn Lynch of something under false pretenses.
She can accuse you.
Yeah, or you, or anybody, and of course maybe she would forget and not remember.
So I don't. He's been cleared, so there's nothing really for Roger Goodell to do to him.
As long as he's cleared, just keep enjoying football and stay out of trouble.
And if something does happen to him, then Roger Goodell is stepping out of bounds because he's been cleared.
Yep. Now, the next topic we get to for the NFL, Jets Geno Smith. The NFL has finally made a decision. They fined $12,000 Geno Smith for using expletives at a fan. Geno Smith shouted a couple of mighty expensive expletives. The New York Jets quarterback was fined $12,000 by the NFL on Friday for cursing at a fan after the team's game against Detroit last Sunday.
Good.
For a Jet team that's dealing with a 1-3 season and things just getting out of hand for Rex Ryan, this is nothing that he wants to hear about. For a Jet team that's trying to survive and wondering when will it become time to put Michael Vick in as quarterback of the Jets, in my perspective.
And they're coming to San Diego.
Jets are coming to San Diego, and like Nick even said when we were recapping the games for week number 4, it just doesn't get easy for the Jets after you're going to San Diego. They got New England on the schedule. They've got a very tough schedule, and I think the Jets need to start saying, look, we better start fighting for Rex Ryan's job. Otherwise, Rex Ryan will not be the Jets head coach. And in my opinion, it seems like Rex just lost interest in the Jets because all that talk of them being a Super Bowl contender and going to the Super Bowl is a bust now.
I remember when you used to be a Jet fan.
Oh, yeah, thanks. You got to mention that to me.
Yeah, because you just typed in the chat room, Jets suck, and you would have never said that 5 years ago. You were a big Jet fan then.
Yeah, I do remember that.
The only person I know of when we started the show together, he was a Jet fan. Now he hates the Jets, and he's a New England Patriot fan. I just don't get it.
I'm proud of the team. I got my Patriots gear, and I got my Bruins gear, and I got the Celtics gear.
So what did you do?
Out.
What did you do with all your Jets gear?
I am debating what I want to do with that.
I have an idea.
What?
I have a really good idea.
What's that, buddy?
What do you want to do? You want to get rid of it?
I'm thinking about it.
Okay, why don't we give it away to listeners as prizes? You like that idea? You don't want it. We'll give it away to. We'll give it away
he
to.
Was a Namath fan. Oh God.
Yeah, we'll give it away to Jet fans. Listeners who are Jet fans will have a contest, and we'll give them away.
Oh, jeez.
That'll be cool, right?
I can take care of that.
How about that? Ain't that? That's a great idea, right? Isn't that a great idea? You don't like that idea?
I'll take care of it.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Throw it away in the garbage? No, let's give it away to the fans.
I could sell it off eBay and make sure I can get some good deals for it.
Let's give it away to the fans. I have an old Boomer Esiason number 7 Jets jersey. I'll give it away. I don't care. Let's give it away to the fans, man. Fans love to win crap. They do. Fans love to win crap, and you're not gonna wear it, and you're not gonna wear it or use it. So you're gonna do one of two things. It's either gonna sit in a drawer or you're gonna throw it away. Those are the two choices that you have in your mind. I'm giving you another option. Let's give it away to the fans. We'll have a contest. Fan wins. Boom. Give one to one fan, with a bunch of stuff, we'll give it away to a bunch of fans, man. We'll have fun with it. It's a great idea, right?
Yeah.
I know. It's either that or you're going to throw it in the garbage. It's not like you're going to give it to Goodwill or anything. I know you. You're not going to do that. You're going to either throw it away or it's going to sit in a drawer. And you know I'm right. So instead of throwing away or sitting in a drawer that you're not going to use them ever again anyway, what's the difference? Let's give it away to some Jet fans that listen to the show. You know? I'm sure Wes has somewhere in his family a Jet fan that he'd like to win a prize for Christmas.
Sure. 59 minutes past the hour. Next topic I get to.
Well, let's go to the top of the hour break, and then we'll start off fresh with a new topic when we get back. You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
Confusion ever someone or have sudden you trouble had speaking, understanding?
Understanding trouble? Have you sudden have or speaking someone ever confusion?
Have you ever had sudden confusion, trouble speaking, or understanding someone?
It could be one of the 5 signs of stroke.
Sudden weakness or numbness of the face, arm, or leg.
Sudden trouble with vision in one or both eyes.
Suddenly having trouble walking or difficulty with balance.
Or a sudden intense headache that comes out of nowhere.
If you or someone you know has any of these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. You could make a difference in someone's life, someone you love, maybe even your own.
It's late until, wait, don't wait until it's too late.
Time lost is brain lost.
Find out more at powertoendstroke.org. Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2 hour of sports talk each and every Monday through Friday right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. What do you got for me, Sean?
All right, the next topic we get to, Ben Affleck refuses to wear a Yankee hat for film. Mad Dash. Ben Affleck loves his Red Sox. He also knows the Hollywood cliche of an actor who shows up to root on whichever team is successful in any given year. No chance he would be mistaken for that latter. No way. That's why when director David Fincher asked him to wear a Yankees cap in the movie, quote, Gone Girl, Affleck wasn't having it, and his explanation was great.
Yeah, I saw that.
Liked it. You go, Ben Affleck. Woo! Yeah, you bet. Diehard Red Sox fan.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. The role he was playing, the guy was a Yankee fan. That's a bunch of hogwash. You don't wear the hat? Great. You're not going to play the role. You're done. That's what I would have. That's
Nicholson
what I would have done with
Departed
Ben
was
Affleck. What, John?
Jack Nicholson, who was in the movie called The Departed with Matt Damon, he was in that one, was asked to wear a Red Sox hat. Jack Nicholson, of course, the actor, refused to wear a Yankee hat, a Red Sox hat, because he was a big Yankee fan. So I guess it's a little bit of people saying, oh, yeah, you're not going to do that with me. It'd be like if I was an actor and you wanted me to wear a Yankee hat, no way.
Well, great. Then you're not going to play the role. You're done. See ya.
Fine, I can look at other acting roles.
No, you're done because you refused to wear a hat.
What happens with you, Jeff? Suppose you had to wear a Red Sox hat and you didn't want to. How would you feel?
And how much are you paying me to put that hat on my head?
Shocker goes, it's just a way to get more publicity.
How much you paying me to put that on my head? Oh, $10 million? Sure, I'll put that hat on my head for $10 million. Thank you. You bet your sweet ass. You bet your sweet ass I'd put that hat on for $10 million, $20. How much money you think Ben Affleck got paid to do that role? $10 million? $10 million? $15 million? $20 million? Put the freaking hat on, Ben.
Well, hey, Josh just hit Jeff with this. What if you had to wear cowboy gear, Jeff?
Depends. It depends. Am I an actor in a movie? Am I an actor in a movie role?
Yeah, he plays a Dallas Cowboy, Jeff does, and he has to wear cowboy football gear.
Well, if you're paying me $10 million or $20 million to do it, you bet your sweet ass I'm putting it on. You bet your sweet ass. You know why? Because I'm playing a role. Not my true feelings. I am playing a role in a movie. And if it's part of the movie and it calls for it, and you're giving me 10 to 20 million, you bet your sweet behind I'm doing it.
On the note of supporting the hometown team, Snoop Dogg, a.k.a. Snoop Lion, went above and beyond for his son's high school football team. Bishop Gorman, the famous rapper, teamed up with Flava Flav to write a hip-hop anthem for the school to play before games, and it brings the noise. So Ben Affleck says, I refuse to wear it. You will not get me to wear a Yankee hat because I am a diehard Boston Red Sox fan. You go, Ben. Way to go, bud.
Hey, you know something? They got the Dodger game on. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know who's sitting home? You know who's sitting behind home plate?
Who?
I hope you've heard of this gentleman. You're quite young. You might not have heard of him because he's quite old, but he's been around forever. Larry King.
Larry King from Larry King Live. He
Yes.
was also a guy who used to like the Brooklyn Dodgers, and then when they moved to L.A., he
Yeah,
became an L.A.
he's
Dodger
sitting
fan.
right behind home plate with his tie on and his suspenders, and he's got a hat. He's on TV every 3 seconds, this rat bastard. He's sitting right behind home plate.
Larry King, of course, one of the big celebrities, and I know that there's got to be a lot of Hollywood celebrities at Dodger Stadium today. You bet. Magic Johnson, of course, the Laker great, now one of the part owners of the Dodgers, and I bet there's a lot of other famous people there at Dodger Stadium today. And the game just went final, folks. The Giants win Game 1, 3-2 against the Nationals. And that was a shock for me, and Strasburg didn't look good at all.
And the inning is over in L.A. Nothing. Oh, 1-0 Cardinals.
Yep, Cardinals got a solo home run the first inning.
Who hit it?
Good luck with trying to say that last name. Grychuk?
Oh, lots of luck. You can't pronounce names to begin with.
Randall Grychuk hit the solo shot for the Dodgers. Cardinals.
Nice to go, Cardinals. Nice. I want to see the Cardinals take the Dodgers and treat. Get it done and over with.
Josh, you're sick and tired of those doggone stinking L.A. Dodgers and Cardinals.
I'm done with the Dodgers. I'm done with the Giants. I'm done with Detroit. You know, I want all those teams I just mentioned to get knocked out. I want to see the Royals and the Cards in the finals. I want to go back to a year that 1985 was the last time they played in the World Series, right?
Yep, that is the one.
And
the
you
most
were
famous called Don
and you
Dinkinger.
and you and Josh weren't born yet, correct?
No.
I want to go back to that year.
The Royals won that World Series in 7 games. They won Game 7, 11-0 against the Cardinals.
I want to go back to that year.
Josh says, I'm done with St. Louis. I am too. I'm sick and tired of the stinking Cardinals.
Tough. You're going to have to deal with them one more year.
Get rid of them. They've been there too much.
I like the Cardinals. Cardinals and Royals. It's going to be the, what does they call that? The I-95 that runs through there?
Yeah, the I-95 series.
It'll be the I-95 World Series.
And you know the media will be wanting to talk with Don Dinkinger because they've
the
never
I-70
forgotten
series.
about that.
Thank you,
infamous
Shocker.
Call.
Thank you, Shocker. It's the I-70 series. Thank you, Shocker.
I-70. Thank you, Shocker.
Hey, Shocker, you still in Canada?
You can stick it in the past. I mean, can't stick it in the past.
Well, you weren't alive yet to see that great World Series, so guess what? You're going to have to watch it again, because that's what... Listen, I told you the Pirates were going to lose 8-0. Okay? I'm telling you, Royals and Cardinals. Listen, we have Sports World Radio for a whole nother baseball season now, because the Pittsburgh Pirates didn't get to the World Series and win it.
And the West is all disgusted and depressed
and
about
every
that.
year, I put Sports World Radio on the line with the Pittsburgh Pirates, don't I, Sean?
Yep.
Every year, I say if the Pittsburgh Pirates win this World Series this year, no more Sports World Radio. Well, I've done it. I did it for the last 2 years, and we're still here. What does that say? Says I know what I'm talking about, Wes. Says I know what I'm talking about, Wes, and you should pay attention.
That was 30 years ago. I ain't saying, oh, let's bring back WrestleMania 1. It makes no sense. That's what Josh says.
Well, no, it wasn't 30 years ago because those players aren't playing. It's a whole new series. It's a whole new crop, a whole new people. In fact, the people that saw that series 30 years ago could be playing in this one. Did you ever think of that? No.
29 years ago to be exact, because it was 85. 84 was when the Padres played the Tigers in the 1984 Fall Classic.
Who do you want to see, the Nationals and the Angels? Yeah, I want to see East Coast versus West Coast. No, I want to see where two teams don't have to fly much. Get the series done and over with.
Because Jeff's just tired of the fact that MLB postseason would go to early November with East against West.
Yeah, how about this? If it's the Royals against the Cardinals, you could play.
No, Josh, I don't want a rematch of 02.
No, I don't want the Angels and the Giants. That's a bunch of bogus. That happened a couple of years ago. I don't need to see that again.
That was in 2002. That was a dozen years ago.
I don't need to see that again. Besides, the Angels and the Giants have been in the World Series. Angels have been in the World Series. Let's get the Royals in there. Royals. Okay? Hey, you know what? I'm okay with the Royals against Washington even. How about that? You like that one there? Josh? Producer boy? How about the Royals and the Nationals? You like that one? Hey, who has home field in the World Series?
That would go to the American League because of the All-Star rule.
Let's go with that one. Royals and Nationals. You like that one? That's never been done before. So don't tell me, okay? They've never played each other in the World Series.
Fellas. I don't need to see Royals and Cardinals in the World Series. I saw that already on MLB Network.
Stop watching that crappy station. Okay? How about the Royals and the Nationals there, big boy? Joshy. You like that? Royals and the Nationals. Royals and the Nationals. I'm okay with that too. Right, Sean?
I'm okay with it myself.
You're okay with the Royals and the Nationals, Sean?
Yeah, because you have two teams that haven't been the Royals that haven't been in the World Series since 1985, and you've had the Nationals that have never been in the World Series.
Right. Yeah. So I'm okay with that. Anybody
Josh goes,
besides St. Louis or
besides St.
Detroit?
Louis or Detroit, Jeff.
Okay, so he's happy with the Royals and the Nationals too. Then he can deal with that. Detroit's about to get knocked out, so we won't have to worry about them. And I'm okay with Detroit getting knocked out. I really want to see the Royals.
A long flight back to Detroit right now because I'm sure the Tigers are kicking themselves hard after blowing a 6-3 game today.
Well, do you blame that on the manager or do you blame that on the players?
I blame it on the bullpen. The bullpen's been the problem all year for the Detroit Tigers.
It sucks. Right?
Their bullpen has not been the best, and that was a concern for any Tiger fan. And even when I was thinking about it, I said, well, can their bullpen do it? They got the starting pitching, but their bullpen has never been the best this season.
No, it hasn't. They got lucky they made it in there. And if they have to face a team that's got hitters, they're in trouble. If they get to the bullpen, right?
Right.
I mean, they have 3 really good pitchers, and so far they beat 2 of them, haven't they?
Yeah. And hey, Josh, I got to ask you, Josh, what's going to happen tonight when the Royals go up 2-0? I can still say that the Royals will go up 2-0, and then you people be saying, Sean was right, Jeff was right. Come on.
Come on, damn it.
Josh says it's Kate Upton's fault.
Well, I'm okay with that, too. Josh?
Upton. Wasn't that Verlander? I know, I did see Upton there with the Tigers gear on.
She was there, right?
Yep.
See? That's screwing him up. That is screwing him up good.
And
you know what? You know what? He's got his mind on a woman and not baseball. He's got his mind on Kate Upton and not baseball. And that's not good. She should not be allowed to go to games.
And that's why Verlander, yeah, you're right. Mind is on a woman, and that's why, because Verlander is 13-12 overall this season. And he hasn't been the same Justin Verlander since last year. Last year he was tough to beat. Now, on that note, we got to run to our commercial break.
You're listening to Jeff Escow and Sean Mann on
Sports World Radio.
This message brought to you by FEMA. Home fires occur most often in winter. Keep anything that can catch fire at least 3 feet from heating equipment. And never use an oven to heat your home. Stay in the kitchen when frying, grilling, or broiling food. Turn space heaters off when you leave the room or go to bed. Make sure all vents are clear of snow and ice to allow carbon monoxide to vent outside. Have your furnace, heating system, and chimneys serviced each year by a qualified professional. Learn more at www.usfa.fema.gov.
Storms move fast, so we use the best technology. That includes Bosch Icon wiper blades.
They're beam blades with memory tension springs and an aerodynamic design,
which means they fit the curve of the windshield. Bosch Icon wiper blades wiped our windshield clean and outlasted any other blade we've used. In my opinion, the Bosch Icon wiper blades are the best blades out there. Bosch Icon wiper blades, how storm chasers clear the way.
What kind of person gets to work in the sunshine instead of an office? This kind of person. I am the new way to work. I do have an office. I'm just not chained to it. It's a Regis office at one of the nicest addresses in the city. I don't have a lease, so I don't have to budget for stuff like phones, IT guys, and artwork for the lobby. Instead, I pay one low monthly rate that gives me a beautiful lobby that impresses my clients, a friendly receptionist, a fully furnished office, a place to meet, and a place to brainstorm with my fellow new way to workers. We wonder why more people don't realize that the new way to work is the best way to work. I come here because I want to, not because I have to. I am the new way to work, and I'd like you to join me.
Start now and get 1 month free. Call 1-800-OFFICES or visit regis.com/TV.
Hey everybody, this is Sky. And when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
Welcome back to Sports Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2-hour sports talk each and every Monday through Friday. Hey, Josh, it's not hypocritical. It's just what I feel. I don't like Pittsburgh. I like the Royals. Go Royals. Ding! Okay? And my team is not in the playoffs, so I'm rooting for a team that I got no allegiance to. Well, maybe a little bit. The Kansas City Royals. Okay, that's who I'm rooting for. That's who I want to see win the World Series. If you don't like it...
He says, let's not be homers and let's be realistic.
What do you mean I'll be a homer? I'm not a homer. I just said my team's not playing. So I picked another team. How does that being a homer? Huh?
That's not being a homer at all. I said, Josh, I'm a Boston Red Sox fan. They're not in the playoffs this year. I'm just giving my perspective as a sports journalist or something like that.
Being a homer?
And saying who I think is going to have the best chance of winning series. And that's why I got to say the Royals have a very good chance than the Pirates do, because they're dangerous and they can beat anybody. Don't rule out the wild card, man.
You're the homer, Josh. Don't mess with me.
I would say Josh wants to know that probably he's going against the Royals because they're in the same division as the Chicago White Sox.
Big deal. The Chicago White Sox are not in the playoffs. The Royals are.
He goes, LOL, I'm going with the Angels. I don't give two fig Newtons about the Royals. They play in the White Sox division. Yep, I see, Josh.
That's
okay.
Right
out of my mouth.
Okay, you're okay. You know what? You're calling me a homer with that freaking comment you made right there. The end of the comment. The Royals play in the White Sox division. Who's being a homer now? Huh? You're not rooting for them because they play in the same division as your team. You're the homer. Why don't you give them some props for winning?
And even though the Orioles are in the same division as the Red Sox, I picked Baltimore because I am tired of Detroit, and I would like to see the O's win because they haven't been there very much for the postseason. This is like the best thing for them since 1997, and that's how you got to be realistic about things and how you have to give good perspective. Not just, yeah. He goes, I'm a homer, and I'm proud. I'm like, you two bandwagon.
I'm not a...
Oh, please.
My team is not in it. I got no allegiance to any freaking team. Your team's not in it. You got no allegiance to any team. But you're screwing one team because they play in the same division as your team. Talk about a homer.
Yeah, and then he called us two bandwagon fans.
Well, I'm not. I lived in Kansas City. I've been to the games. I've been to the dugout. I got a little bit of allegiance. You know what? I'm rooting for Kansas City. If you don't like it, tough noogies.
I have been to Kauffman Stadium myself. It just turns out that 4 years ago, they played Oakland, and the A's won the game 5-1, and it was a really nice ballpark. He goes, why I don't care about this year's playoffs.
I don't give a flying rat's ass either, to tell you the truth.
Not really, but it's kind of cool to see new teams in there because Jeff got the wish to make sure the Red Sox or Yankees didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, I get tired of seeing the same old teams. That's why I'm glad that the Royals are in it and Baltimore is in it and Washington is in it. You know, we got a bunch of different teams. It's nice.
It's great for baseball.
Yeah. The only teams that are in it that are usually in it are the Giants, the Cardinals, and the Dodgers. Correct?
Correct.
Once those guys get knocked out, we'll have a regular, we'll have some teams that haven't been in a while. It's time to let other teams win, you freaking hogs.
And right now, the Dodgers are threatening, and I know Jeff's watching the game.
I got the game on, yeah. I got the game on. It's 3-2, top of the first, man. I'm second and third, 2 outs. Strike him out right now. Thank you. There he went. See, I even called that. Threatening, but nothing happens. How about that?
Well, here's what Josh says. Good for the Royals. It's about time they are in the playoffs, and hopefully they don't choke like the Chiefs.
Well, let's hope so.
Because the Chiefs, I know, are still hit with what happened against the Colts. They got to the playoffs this year and ended it very, very poorly for them, losing 45-44.
Let's hope so.
That is not a homer comment. I just have a belief, Josh, that the Royals can go into Anaheim tonight and win. They got all the momentum going for them, and everybody's going against them and saying, oh, they're not going to do very well. I've always said, don't rule out the wild card teams. They know how to take the division winners on. That's not a homer comment. It's how
not
I
a
view
homer
it, how
comment.
I look at it.
It's
my
just
perspective.
it's his opinion. It's his opinion.
It's not an excuse because we all know excuses are like a-holes. Everyone's got one.
Ooh, that's a good one there, buddy. So did everybody pick? So I was looking at the pick distribution in our Pick'em League.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
And from what I gathered, everybody picked Green Bay last night. Nobody picked Minnesota to win that game.
Well, it was a no-brainer. Come on, the Vikings aren't very good, and they have got so much issues with their quarterback. And I watched the game, and it was 28-0 at halftime. That was a no-brainer.
Yeah, and 4 people didn't pick the game last night. Stoner Bob, Indy Hawks, Mustang Dan, and the Great Ape. So thank you guys for letting me get another point on you. I appreciate that.
Josh said this, hey, Jeff, stick to your convictions and hop on bandwagons.
I'm not hopping on a bandwagon. I'm going, hey, the only team I'm rooting for is the Kansas City Royals. Why? Because I lived there. That's why. Shut the hell up.
And I was only 5 hours away from Kansas City. Okay, the next topic we get to, Freddie Gonzalez staying as Braves manager. But the Braves firing their general manager and facing uncertainty for 2015, Freddie Gonzalez said, I will remain with the Atlanta Braves next year. He will stay on as manager. The Braves had a losing year, 79-83. So, Jeff, what do you think of Freddie Gonzalez coming back to the Atlanta Braves?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. I don't think he's a good fit for that team. And they haven't played a worth a hill of beans since he's been the manager, have they?
Yeah, and that's the big thing, too, with the Braves. Okay, Atlanta's been wondering, okay, who could be another Bobby Cox? Nobody.
There is no another Bobby Cox, and they're trying to think that Freddie is, and I don't think he's the right fit for that team right there. I do not think he's the right fit whatsoever.
Just seems like with the Braves, they've had a losing record, and every time they've gotten to the playoffs and try to make noise and Atlanta gets there, Atlanta somehow always folds, and then they choke in October, and then they lose, and then it just leads to heartbreak for the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, and it's going to be like that for a little while, too. Freddie Gonzalez is not the manager, not the right manager for that team. Not at all. Not one bit. And you want to know something? His record proves it for itself. Without a doubt.
Another topic, we go to NBA. How about this? The Cavaliers to rest LeBron James at times. Coach David Blatt said Friday he is open for the idea of resting LeBron James at times during the season to keep the star forward fresh for a postseason run. See, he's screwing up the Cavs already because he has no clue what's going on, Jeff. When I saw that, I said, no idea.
Okay. Every game that LeBron doesn't play in, they lose. Just letting you know, David Blatt. And I'm not saying every game that LeBron plays in, they're going to win. But you don't have the same chance of winning that game without him in the lineup. Okay?
Well, suppose you were the owner, Jeff, of the Cavaliers. What would you say to David Blatt? You'd probably say, don't screw up or I'll take you off and find
I
another
understand why you're saying it and why you're thinking it so you can have him for the playoffs.
Yeah.
But if your team if we lose 10 games in a row, you can't sit him.
James has played in 842 out of a possible 886.
How many games does he average a season
during his first 11 years in the league?
How many games does he average a season?
I can't find it in this topic.
I know he's not playing I know he didn't play every game the 4 seasons with Miami. I know that for a fact. They did sit him. But that's when they have Bosch and Wade and that all. You don't have that in Cleveland. You sit him, you're going to lose.
And this comes from what the Vegas odds from that book a few days ago that I discussed with you all about how the Cavs are favored this year to win 58.5 games.
It's not going to happen, especially if they sit him.
Jeff, I know when I told you that topic a few days ago, you were like saying, that is like a crock. How is that possible?
You know, if they don't make the playoffs, there's no way he can get the MVP, can he? Can he?
Well, Josh says whoop-de-do. They'll still crown him the MVP. Everything revolves around LeBron. I would have to agree with you there, Josh.
Not if they don't make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs, you cannot give him the MVP.
No, and then there'll be Cleveland fans in mourning, and they'll be frustrated about the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. If they don't make the playoffs, they're gonna be a pissed off Cleveland fans, and you can't give him the MVP. And if you do, then the league is rigged, and there's no sense of watching it no more.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, no sense. And then Cavalier fans will be like, wow, that's a shock. How come that happened? Why couldn't we make it to the playoffs?
How crazy is that? Right? They
Right.
don't make the playoffs, you got problems. And just because LeBron and Kevin Love are on that team, don't tell me that they're going to win a freaking world championship. I don't want to hear it in their first year. I really don't. If LeBron, Wade, and Bosh couldn't do it, what makes you think it's going to happen in Cleveland? Huh? Jackasses. I don't get that. Hey, we're going to run to our second update of the day. This update is brought to you by Keurig.coffeemachines.com. You need some tea? You need some coffee? You're looking for a coffee machine? Head on over to KeurigCoffeemachines.com. Brewing perfection, one cup at a time. That's KeurigCoffeemachines.com. Take it away, Sean Mann, with the final update of the day.
Okay, Jeff, welcome everybody to the final update for Sports World Radio on October 3rd, 2014. NBA preseason will start tomorrow. It'll be the New Orleans Pelicans taking on the Miami Heat as preseason is getting ready to go in full swing. And then there'll be two games on Sunday. The Cavaliers are taking on a team from a foreign country. The Sacramento Kings will take on the Toronto Raptors, and that game is at Vancouver, British Columbia. In National Football League, one final from last night goes to the Minnesota Vikings, losing at the Green Bay Packers 42-10. So week 5 is in full swing. Tomorrow night, come out and join us for the NFL Real Talk and give your picks for week number 5 of the NFL season. In Major League Baseball, here's what we got going on right now. We'll start in the National League. Bottom of the third inning at Dodger Stadium. The Cardinals at the Dodgers. Right now, the Cardinals lead that game 1-0 in game 1 of the best of 5 for the National League Divisional Series. The other game, the San Francisco Giants, they take the game against the Washington Nationals by a score of 3-2, and the Giants lead that series 1-0. In the American League Divisional Series, the Baltimore Orioles, one win away from advancing to the American League Championship Series for the first time since 1997. With the team down 6-3, the Orioles came back and rallied for 4 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning as they prevail 7-6. Game 2 tonight of the American League Divisional Series will feature the Kansas City Royals at the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. That's the second update for Sports World Radio. The final update. This update was brought to you by KeurigCoffeeMachines.com. When we come back, more sports talk with Jeff Eskow and Sean Mann. Be right back after the commercial break.
Welcome to the Man Manual. Man comes with a multifunctional casing known as skin. It is remarkable. Warning, standard body wash can cause damage to man's skin. Maintain it properly with Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. It cleans man and protects skin from dryness. This will keep man's skin remarkable, even under extreme testing. Dove Men Plus Care Body Wash. Skin care built in. Also, freshen man's exterior with new Aqua Impact Body Wash.
Why does consultant Jerry Howell stay at La Quinta?
Can you come back tomorrow?
Because only with La Quinta can Jerry instant hold the room tonight using just his phone number. And then power down for tomorrow on his pillow top bed. And when Jerry's refreshed, you know what he does?
We need ideas, people. Think. Synergistic integration. Genius.
He thinks outside the box.
I'm going for it. No.
La Quinta Inns and Suites take care of you so you can take care of business. Instant hold your next stay on your smartphone at LQ.com.
La Quinta.
Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Most of you know me as a talk show host, but I'm also an author, actor, single father of 4, a fitness writer, avid snowboarder, and I'm also a medical marijuana patient. Like many of the million people who are living with multiple sclerosis, I'm in pain every single day. And sometimes my nerves are so raw that if you brushed up against me in an elevator, I'd scream. I can't sleep at night from the pain, and sometimes the spasms in my legs are so intense they will wake me up throughout the night. I've tried the strongest prescription medications available, and I'm going to tell you, they do not work. In fact, they leave me in a stupor, and most of the time, it's impossible to even live your life. Now, I've tried medical marijuana, and I'm going to tell you something, it works. If you'd like more information about medical marijuana, you can contact the Marijuana Policy Project at mpp.org or call 1-877-JOIN-MPP.
Hey everybody, this is Sky, and when I want to know what's going on in the wonderful world of sports, I tune to Sports World Radio.
All right, welcome back to Sports World Radio. Jeff Escow, Sean Mann, bringing you the fastest 2-hour sports talk each and every Monday through Friday, right here on SportsWorldRadio.com. Don't forget, tomorrow is our NFL show. We'll be making our picks. I believe 4 of us will be on the line. I'm pretty sure it's going to be me and Sean and our producer of the show, Josh, and Frank Sprankle coming in. We'll be doing a commercial-free hour tomorrow like we do every Saturday night, 9 o'clock on the East, 6 o'clock on the West. And if you live in the Central?
If you live in the Central, figure it out for yourself.
Always figure it out for yourself in the Central. So join us for tomorrow night's NFL Real Talk show. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be a blast. What's your next topic for us, Sean?
All right, the next topic we got coming up here for Sports World Radio at 35 minutes past the hour. The NFL story comes. Another one that we have is Jarius Byrd on season-ending IR. Just when it seemed as though things could get much worse for the struggling New Orleans Saints defense, it lost 3-time Pro Bowl safety Jarius Byrd to a season-ending knee injury. Big blow for them.
Yeah, big blow for them.
It comes for a Saints team, Jeff, that has gone through so much, just gone through a real tough time. Just really going through some struggles and going through a tough time and not, just not coming together, and real frustrating.
It is frustrating for them. I'm sitting here watching my TV screen because there was a brawl between there wasn't no punches thrown, but everybody came out of the dugouts, and they still haven't got back to the game yet because Carpenter hit Puig, and then I think the catcher for St. Louis said something to Gonzalez, and then all of a sudden, whoosh. So this series is getting very vital.
Getting very tough and getting out of hand, and expect it because both teams know it's at stake, and especially comes for a team like the Dodgers, who know that they have had so much trouble in the postseason beating them. They want it to kind of be their year where they're finally starting to do better as a team and realize that they're tired of losing to them. They're saying, you know what? We've had to take this team on way too much. We need to beat them.
Look at Shocker. If we live in the Central, we are smart enough to figure it out. East and West has to be told. No. Central has to. I always have to be told what time it is in Central. Okay? I always have to be told what time it is in Central. I never have to be told what time it is in Pacific or East because I know it. I also have to be told what time it is in Mountain. You never hear me screw with the mountain men, do you? Or the mountain people, right? Hey, if you live in the mountains, you're crap out of luck because I have no idea what time it starts. Actually, I do, but I'm not telling you. In the East at the moment, though, but I do have to use the metric conversion. Yeah, he's in Canada right now, so he's got to use the metric conversion. That makes it even harder to figure out there. You know that, Sean?
They're very hard indeed.
Makes it even harder to figure out. You know? Unstinking believable. So this series over here between the Dodgers and the Cardinals is starting to get a little vital and a little tension and a little tense. It's been interesting to see what happens. I don't want to see the Dodgers win. And I'm okay with the Royals playing the Nationals. I'm okay with the Cardinals playing the Nationals and the Nationals beating them. I'm okay with that. Royals and Nationals. How about that for the World Series? You like that one, Sean?
The Royals and the Nationals?
Yeah, two teams that one team that hasn't been in it since the 1800s, and another team that hasn't been in it since 1985. Right?
Right.
I think that'll work for me. Will that work for you?
It will definitely work because it would be nice to see new blood, new teams in there.
Are you okay? Let me ask you this, and everybody else listening in the chat room. Are you going to watch the World Series regardless?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Regardless of who's playing in it, correct?
Regardless of who's playing in it, you bet.
You want to know something? In the last 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, last 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today, right? That's when that's when the playoffs started. The first playing game was Tuesday, right?
Right.
So since Tuesday, I've seen more baseball in the last 4 days than I did all season.
Crazy.
How about that? I've seen more baseball in the last 4 days than I've seen all baseball season long. How about that? I told you I don't start watching baseball until playoff time, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
That's crazy.
You know? That's exactly what's going on.
Well, it's just because it goes so slow, but then by the time August and September come, that's when people really start following it, and that becomes the heat of the pennant race.
Right.
That's the biggest month, August is, and September, because then it's like when that month comes, you're wondering who's going to take over and start winning, and who's going to start being tough.
It's going to be, this is going to be actually a fun series to watch now that I'm watching it. It's going to be very, very interesting. That game tonight, the Royals game tonight, what channel is that game on?
TBS.
That's on TBS, huh?
Yep.
They really know how to screw up a Friday night on TBS, don't they?
They do, and probably the reason why they went to Fox Sports 1 is because they probably said, let's just divide it up.
Well, I'm glad I found the channel for Fox Sports 1. Finally, it only took me an hour. I found it. How about that? It's on a channel that's not even Fox Sports 1. It's my channel 4. It's not even Fox Sports 1 channel. My Fox Sports channels aren't covering the game, but they put it on a channel that's a non-sports channel. I don't get it. Do you?
I don't get it, and it's kind of strange and kind of nuts because
you know what they have
I remember before they did Fox Sports 1, it was always on TBS.
You know what they have on Fox Sports West right now?
What?
Field hockey.
Oh, to get you trained and ready for the hockey season.
Field hockey. What a bunch of yahoos that is. They got a freaking college football game, a high school football game. A high school football game on ESPN2. Are you kidding me? Really?
Well, yeah, Friday night, that's what they do.
A high school football game. Who cares?
They just put MLB playoffs on ESPN.
And what is this?
People are having trouble
and a college football game on ESPN. Thank God this freaking this baseball game is on TV. And the Dodgers just tied the game.
Base hit, yep.
Dodgers just tied the game at 1-1. Not good. And that's going to change that changes the momentum around because all Dodgers are all fired up now, and I don't like that. And with Kershaw on the mound, it could be changing now. You just never know. But according to the stats, the longer Kershaw has between games, the worse his ERA is, the higher it goes. So, you know, if he 3 or 4 days rest, he's got a 1 ERA. He takes 6 or 7 day rest, he's got a 7 ERA. So, and he had 6 days off, so we'll see what happens. Stolen base by Ramirez. Molina couldn't get it out of the glove. Man on second, 2 outs. Hey, we're getting out of here a little early today. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy the rest of the game. Enjoy tonight's game. Remember, tomorrow night's show, NFL Real Talk, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock West. If you live in the Central,
figure it out for yourself.
Until then, my friends, remember, you only have one life to live. Live it long, live it strong, and live it proud. And please don't forget, life may suck, but the alternative is unacceptable. Peace out, everybody. We will see you tomorrow.
Later.
Hey, boys, Stimpy. We sure had fun today, didn't we? So long, kids. Come on, Stimpy, say goodbye.
Where are we going?
The show's over. See you next time.
Next time?